John 10:10. So John 10 verse 10. It reads, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Alright, that's Esau Edom, man. Alright, the Edomites. Alright? They come not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. They don't come to bring peace to anybody, man. Alright? And it says, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly, man. But Yahweh Shai is going to come and deliver us from this situation. Alright? Esau Edom is causing a problem all across the earth, man. With what? His greed, his thievery, his lies. Alright? But at the same time, he's not being looked at as the problem, man. They don't want to look at him as the problem. Alright? They want to put it on humanity, man. Oh, it's human nature. No, it's not fucking human nature, man. It's you Edomite nature, man. It's Edomite, so-called white man's nature, man. Ain't human nature. Alright? You see, when it's him now, he wants to put it on the whole world. Okay? When he's responsible, he wants to put it on the, oh, it's humans. No, it's not humans, man. It's you. Alright? But that's how Esau Edom works, man. But listen, we're coming to a time where he's being revealed, man. He's being revealed to be the problem. Alright? That's the time that we're coming into, man. We're coming into that time where Esau Edom is being revealed for being the problem that he is, man. You can't continue to just go around and you know, and mess up people's livelihood and nothing happens, man. The Most High is not going to allow that to happen for too much longer, man. Alright? Let's get Habakkuk, the second chapter, man. This is Habakkuk. It's like Salakia, hold up. Okay, this is Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2. And I'll start at verse 4. And it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. That's speaking about Esau Edom, man. Alright? The soul which is lifted up in him is not upright, man, which means he's not righteous, he's wicked. Okay? Inheritable, man. Alright? And it says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Alright? His wine is his philosophies, man. That's what he's going to these other nations doing, man. Trying to push his philosophies upon them. Alright? His democracy, his so-called democracy. Alright? Because not even really a democracy, but what he calls democracy. Alright? His homosexuality, his transgenderism, his women over men. This is the philosophies that he's pushing across the planet Earth. And it says, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and keepeth unto him all people. Alright? He can't be satisfied. Alright? Esau Edom the so-called white man, he can't be satisfied, man. He goes to these other nations, like for example, he's going into Venezuela right now. What is he doing? What is he trying to do over there? He's trying to steal the oil reserves, man. Okay? And everyone caught on to it. Even Russia TV did a segment on that. How they're trying to get Maduro out so they can put in one, all right? So that he can be their puppet and basically they can get the oil reserves and the different natural resources. So they're not going over there for the betterment of the people. They're going over there to steal, man. All right? Just like every time they go into a nation, they go to steal. They don't go for the better. They go in the guise that they're going to be helping the people, but they're not going for the people. They don't care. They couldn't care less about the people. Their whole thing is money, man. All right? Greed. All right? And that's why this man must be taken out of power. All right? That's why these people must be put down. All right? Their greed has destroyed the planet, man. Not only these other nations, but they're also destroying themselves, man. All right? So Esau Edom, man, he's a problem, man. He's a major problem. It's not a small thing. It's a major problem. Let me continue with that. This is verse 6. Shall not all these rise up, take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? All right, and that's what these other nations are saying. They're saying, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, which means he's taking what's doesn't belong to him. Like this land. How did they get this land, man? How did Esau Edom get this land, man? They stole it, man. All right? They didn't vote for it, man. They didn't have a fair trade for it. They stole it, man. All right? So that's what the scripture is saying. It's saying, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, man. Which doesn't belong to him, man. Okay? Let me read that again. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Salakia, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. So that's it, man. All right. So that's what these other nations, they're starting to basically come up against you Edomites, man. They're coming up against you devils, man. They're saying, listen, man, you don't belong here. What are you trying to do doing in our land, man? All right? Like the so-called the South Africans, right, which are the Canaanites, they were coming up against the Edomites too, man. All right? They were coming up against Esau Edom, man. All right? Taking back those lands, running up in their houses. All right? Because they realize, listen, man, these guys are a problem, man. These guys are a problem, okay? The problem is not these other nations. The problem is you, all right? You think the problem is the third world nations? No, but you create third world nations, all right? Esau creates third world nations. Because back in the ancient world, there was no such thing as a third world country, man. There was never a whole country that was completely in poverty, man. All right? That didn't happen, man. There was always rich, there was always poor, but there was never a nation that was completely in poverty. All right? That happened when Esau Edom, the so-called white man, came into power, man. Why? Through his greed. All right? What did he do? He went into those different nations, stole their natural resources, okay? Set up puppet leaders where, they would break them off a piece. All right, but they would do it by force. All right, and then what happens, man? The economy is not going into the country. The economy is going to Esau Edom in his country. All right, what's going to happen? That country is going to become poor. It's going to be impoverished. All right, and that's what happened, man. The country became impoverished. That's why you have third world countries, man. And then Esau has the nerve to say, why are they coming into our country? They're coming into your country because you didn't destroy their country. It's very simple, man. Okay? C equals E, man. Whatever, it's simple. It's a simple equation, man. All right? It's very simple, man. You went there, you destroyed their country, so they're going to your country. Very simple. It's not complicated. All right. Let's get Let's continue with this. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein, man. All right. So for the violence of the land, for what you've done to these other nations are gonna spoil you, man. And that's poetic justice, man. But if you ask Esau, he don't think that's justice, man. Esau doesn't consider that justice. Esau considers that unfair. When someone repays him for what he's done, he considers that unfair. But when it's him that wants justice, he wants that right away, man. Okay? Which shows you the mind state of these devils, man. Okay? It shows you that they're unreasonable. All right? Shows you that they're completely unreasonable. And the fact that you're trying to reason with them shows you that you're foolish, man. All right? It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. All right? That's payback, man. All right? That's an eye for an eye, so to speak. All right? And it says, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein, man. And how did they get this land, man? They got this land by blood. They didn't get this land by a democracy. They got this land by blood. All right? All right? Matter of fact, let me get Numbers 35 and 33, man. This is Numbers 35, verse 33. And it reads, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. All right? So this land that we're standing on, this is defiled by the blood of the so-called Native Americans, man. Specifically, man, in this land. All right? All right? Yeah, but when you go a little bit down south, you go to America, and that